Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, all. Good afternoon.
Hi. Hi, January. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Um, we can start in maybe a minute. Just give 1 minute, and then we can go into the program. Fernando?
All right. Hi, everyone. Can the presentation be on screen, please?
Is it
Okay, no
okay?
worries.
Well, I can
Give me
share.
1 second.
Hold on. Let me see if I can just share. I have it up. Let's see. Share. Can you guys see it? Do you see it? Okay, perfect. Well, Fernando, why don't you introduce yourself, and then Stephanie can introduce herself, and then you guys can kind of go into the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Fernando Facey. I am the outreach coordinator here at the Lower East Side People's Federal Credit Union. And today I will be presenting to you on the credit union history and what we offer. Then I will pass it on over to Stephanie Diaz to get into the mortgage and more about our lending products.
Thank you, Fernando. Hi, my name is Stephanie Diaz. I'm the Consumer Lending Manager here at the Lower East Side People's Federal Credit Union, and I will walk you through um, what you would need to apply for a mortgage and just give you some little tips.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so for the next slide, so the Lower East Side People's Federal Credit Union, we started in 1986 based on the fact that a lot of financial institutions were leaving areas such as the Lower East Side, and we wanted to be there for persons that, especially for the persons of lower income, persons who actually didn't have anywhere to save, didn't have anywhere to put their funds, and wanted that relationship building so that they can get access to loans and also get access to other products and service that we offer at the credit union. So here's like a little picture, which now it's a bit different. You
Big
know,
difference.
a lot of a big different. A lot of
Very
stuff
different.
have changed over the years. I mean, the location is looking different. The people, I would definitely say, are getting access to capital, are getting access to saving their funds at a safe location, and also the benefits that we offer, such as grants that we get from other places that we give to our members. It's just a huge benefit. And I've seen cases where generation on top of generation, I've gotten the benefit that we offer. Even sometimes I will say that like I would go to events as the coordinator for the credit union, and a lot of the grandparents would be like, "Hey, my son or my grandson or my granddaughter or my daughter, you know, they are members of the credit union." Even last week, I was there in the Lower East Side, and a gentleman was telling me my grandmother, you know, she used to bank with you guys back in the days. So it's just a great feeling to know that you are part of a organization that actually is growing and has been around for a long time. And next, I will get into the values that we all have here at the credit union. So it's a place where you can save your funds and you can actually borrow funds as well, not just for a mortgage, but for like a credit card, for a holiday loan. You have a little event coming up. Hey, we have something like that designed right there for you. And it's a place where you think about community development. The other day, we have a black party, our annual meeting that actually was there for persons to say, hey, you know, you're a member, you stop by, you can share your values, you know, we let you know that we actually appreciate anything that you have to say, any recommendation, you know, whatever you have, whatever you are, want to bring to the table, it counts to us, we value it, and we actually think about it as well when we want to make future decisions. And as a nonprofit organization, one of the greatest benefit that I see when I'm working at credit unions over the years, I would say, is that the rates are actually lower and you can actually get access to these stuff at a affordable rate, and stuff like the loans is just something great to get started with. And moving on to the next slide. So the benefits actually starts from one. I would say before getting started with this slide, one of the greatest benefit that I notice while working here is you can always speak to a branch manager one on one. You can always, speak to like Stephanie one on one. It's not like these people are hard to reach. It's not like they are like far away in different states. So before getting into that, the biggest thing that I would say is the benefit is the people here. They're great. They're excellent, and the benefits such as the offering that we have, we start off with saying every member of the credit union, they have a share account, which is a regular savings account, which is like the basic fundamental way to get started. Then you may get into a checking account while you open that savings account, or probably at a later date, right? I personally use my checking account to keep a few, like a less cash there if I want to move around funds in a safer way. Then you have products such as a CD, otherwise called a certificate of deposit, and these products is just a way that you can actually save your funds and also see interest growing on it over a time span. And what is not on this, but I want to mention is we have our latest product that we offer, and that is the money market account. You get up to 3% on that product as well. And that way you can be able to invest your funds. And the greatest thing is that there is no penalty on early withdrawal. So if you actually have an organization, or you guys actually have someone out there that wants to be able to save as well, all the information is on our website. You can call and speak with us, and we can give you some more info on the money market account. Then you have products such as a holiday loan account that we also have on, like these products are something designed for our members. If, for example, you're going on a little trip, you're planning to do a little thing, then you can access these stuff, at a great rate. We have special products every now and then that we offer that is designed for persons. For example, like a personal loan, you have something that you want to do. It's just a great way to get started. I know Stephanie will get into the mortgage further on. So moving on over to the credit building loan, I would say for persons that they are just establishing their credit, or they want to kind of build from a bad credit, a credit building loan is something that we offer here. Normally, persons start off with like $500, and that way I normally speak to persons on, hey, think about the loan as a great way. If you don't have any history with credit, you want to learn how to basically have a credit card and get started, it's just a great way to learn about the steps of you using the credit card, then repaying at a later date, and also going online to see how everything is set up, and you setting up like the auto payment, or you just seeing that history of your credit building as a new person is absolutely amazing to me. And also, for example, let's just say you have a lower rate for that credit building loan, right? Just say, and you have a higher rate on a personal loan or another loan, then with a credit building loan, it's almost like if you mess up, if you don't have any idea how this works, or you are in a bad times, you're safer with the credit building loan. And we offer business lending as well. So for businesses, they can get access to capital so that they can grow their business, so that they can reinvest in their business and take stuff up at the next level. And we offer financial counseling. Now, with the financial counseling, we have financial advisors at different branches, and they're done through neighborhood financial partners. And for example, you can set up an appointment online, you can see them in person, you can give them a call, you can, meet with them on Zoom and Teams, and that way you can be able to fix any financial issues that you may have. They can advise you at the best of their knowledge on what they think is the best thing that you can do to fix that situation that you're in. So our I-10, otherwise known as the Individual Tax Identification Number application, it's similar to a social, is a number that you use whenever you want to identify yourself, which if you don't have a social security number, the I-10 number is what we offer to our members. It's $25, right? And a lot of persons who are probably new in the country or they want to build their credit, they want to have a savings account, they want to be able to be in the system. We offer this to those persons and you apply for this. Then after receiving it, we can put you on a step-by-step platform so you can help to establish your credit, so you can help to grow your credit. And then after that time frame, you will be able to be building and growing as you go along, right? We offer city bike discounted code as well. So for persons looking to get on the bike, you want to move around, you get this one time per year. So once you're a member and you have the required balance in your account, then you can get started with this, guys. So it's just a great way to get started. And we have many other stuff that is not on this. That, as I said, just the way how we plan our stuff, just the way how we do our stuff is just an amazing way. And our next slide, we go on to access in your money. So, hey, we have 24-hour ATMs in the branches. And that way, if you want to come, you want to deposit funds, you want to withdraw funds, it's all there for you, right? Now, you have the ATMs as well in our network that you can use. And with this, you'll be able to move around and do stuff freely without only getting access to the credit union, right? All of this is on our website. You can see once you check in the maps. And one of the greatest thing with us as well, you have access to online banking and mobile banking. So we do have a app as well on Play Store, right? It has the little pretty circle here, like the people's, right beside the people's, right? So once you're in Play Store, you get access to those stuff as well. So I'm showing you guys like there is nothing that you can't have here. We think about whatever you need and we always try to be on it so we can be up to date and offer you guys the best possible solution for any problem that you have. Now, digital wallet as well, if you think about getting access to funds, we have Google and Apple as well that you can look on those if you want to move around funds digitally. And then money transfer apps is the next thing that you can use. And the next slide, how to become a member. So normally while I'm at events, I'm doing presentations, I'm outside, I'm speaking to people, like the biggest question, apart from accessing credits, right? Apart from getting loans, the biggest questions, hey, how do I join the credit union? This is the most excited part of my conversation is what do you need? Normally, for example, last week I was at an event in Harlem and the person was telling me, hey, on a regular basis, I would be going to banks and I can't get access to opening an account. Like, what do I do? I go to this credit union, they're having this issue. So, the biggest thing with me is helping people and finding a way how I can help them. So, for example, they need a government issued ID. And one of the main things that I always check for is, hey, I need to see a picture. I need the date to be there. I need it not to be expired. So these are the things that I start with. And moving on to the most recent proof of address, right? So normally, typically, persons come, the address is like 3 months old, 6 months old. So with us, it has to be within the last 30 days. So for example, today is the 12th of August, and you may have the latest bill that you have is in July, right? Normally, if that is like 2, 3 days before, it's a problem. But once it's like the last month, the most recent, then that's satisfactory with us, and you can move forward with opening an account. So the date on that proof of address should be good. And what can be like a proof of address? This can be like a the utility bill, or maybe your bank statement. Maybe this is also a bill coming from your phone network, right? These are good stuff that you can use. There's always a way. I always try to explain to people. I can always find a way. Then we have a $5 annual service fee, and if you think about being a member, this $5 is waived if you're with a select partner group. So, for example, with you guys today, once you guys are with us as a select partner group and you signed up under us by being a partner, then this will be waived for the first year. And then the minimum balance to avoid the monthly maintenance fee is we always say to people to open the account is just $25, right? The minimum deposit, the $25 that you see here. But if you want to avoid that monthly maintenance fee of $3, then we say, hey, keep at least $75 there at all times, right? So for the first month, you sign up today. This month there won't be the $3, but let's just say if next month your account is just $25, we're gonna take $3 from that account. So we're trying to say, hey, keep 75 minimum. Then which other institution that you know, which other bank that you know, um, is coming with this idea of only opening it with 25 and also keeping the minimum um, to avoid fees of 75, right? So it's just a great way to get started. And we offer other stuff as well that can assist you with this. And the next thing is you can open with an ITIN, individual tax identification number, or a social security number, or without them, meaning that you can apply for a individual tax identification number. So any way you take it, guys, you should be good. Moving forward, I will I will pass this on to Stephanie so she can give you guys an amazing presentation
Oh,
with the mortgages and other stuff. So stay alert,
thanks.
guys. It will
Thanks
be
for the hype.
beneficial for you all. Thank you.
Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this out there. This is I don't do this often, like talk in front of a lot of people 'cause I'm very nervous, very shy, but I got you. Don't worry about it. Okay. So the importance of the homeownership, it gives you stability, wealth building, community investment. It's basically for yourself or, for your children and what you want to leave them. Next, Cynthia. So, to get you prepared for homeownership, you need to have some things. You have to keep. I'm not going to go by line by this. I'm just going to talk to you as if I was talking to somebody. Um, you want to get yourself ready. So you want to have like the employment. That's what a lender is going to look at. The employment stability. Credit history. Um, when it comes to employment, you should be employed for at least 2 years, be able to document 2 years of employment history, um, as well as 2 years of good credit history. You want to make sure that you're paying all your bills on time because that's a very important when it comes to a lender, qualifying you for a mortgage. Um, you are going to need we ask for bank statements, and in bank statements we are looking to see your assets, make sure you have at least